recorded. Are there any questions? So if you want to follow my step, you need to open the data file from Sakai under the resource folder. All right, it is 4 o'clock. I want to respect your time. So shall we start? In this lab, just double confirm. So you can see my computer and you can hear me, right? Can someone speak up? I want to make sure I can also hear you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Great, thank you. So just double check my setting. The lecture is recorded. You can hear me, I can hear you, and you can see my computer. Excellent. We have many questions in these 45 minutes, 50 minutes. If you have, but I still love your questions. You can type in your questions on the chat area, or you can directly speak up. This lecture is being recorded. You may wish to check out the recording after this lab to do it by yourself. Okay. All right. So we are going to use data file to do business forecasting using moving average, exponential smoothing, and regression analysis. So first, we do question 1A, using 3-period moving average and exponential smoothing. And then compare the data from analysis tools from Excel. After that, calculate MAD, MSE, and MPBE. Okay, so this question is on Excel sheet 1, Microsoft demand. Okay, so remember what is the 3-period average, moving average means you average the first 3 numbers. The result as a forecast for the fourth number. That's why, so you quick cell D10, type in equal average. Average the first 3 numbers. Okay, I pause for a moment so that you see where do I put formula? What is the formula? So after that, you just copy down the formula using the fill handle. Okay, so this is the 3-period moving average. And for the exponential smoothing with alpha 0.2, the formula is the first number, the forecast number is the actual number. The second number is also the first actual number. And the next number equal to the number before plus alpha. Alpha is 0.2. Because this alpha is fixed for all the numbers. So I'm going to change it to absolute cell reference. It is $E, $5. After that times actual number in cell C8 minus predicted number E8. Okay, so that is this number. I'll quick, okay. After that, you just use fill handle to drag it down. Okay. So this is a manual calculation for moving average exponential smoothing. And the data analysis tool pack can give you direct result. Okay, so you just click cell F8, go to data analysis, and then select moving average. Click OK button. Input range, select C6 to C30. Check out labels in first row. Interval is 3 because this is 3-period moving average. Output range, select cell F8. I pause for a moment so that you can see the parameters I entered. And click OK button. Okay. Actually, without the last number, this is the 3-period moving average. Now, do the exponential smoothing. Click cell G7, go to data analysis, exponential smoothing. Click OK button. Input range C6 to C30, dumpling factor. Dumpling factor equal to 1 minus alpha, so it is 0.8 because alpha is 0.2 given. Output range, I want to put output in G7, so typing G7 is output range. Click OK button. Okay, so this is a exponential smoothing. Next, we are going to calculate MAD. Okay, remember the formula for MAD. I'm going to write it down. The formula for MAD, you take absolute value of the difference between actual value, A represent actual value, minus F represent forecasting value. Okay, then take absolute value, add them all, sigma, add them all, and then divide by numbers, sample size. Okay, so in Excel, this absolute value use ABS represent absolute value in Excel. We use ABS. Okay, so quick cell H4. So typing equal ABS, opening bracket, actual number minus predicted number, or F, forecasting number. Okay. And then do the same thing for other numbers. After that, you do the average, AVER, AGE average of all these numbers. Okay, so that is the MAD for MA. Now, do the MAD for ES. So for ES, you start from I9, so equal ABS, opening bracket, actual number, minus predicted number. Okay, and then actual number, predicted number, yes. And then use fill handle. So after that, you calculate the average. That is MAD, AVER, AGE. from here to here. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So we calculated MAD. Next, you are asked to calculate MSE. So the formula for MSE is you calculate the difference between actual number C10 and the predicted number or forecasted number, then square it. After that, you copy down the formula, do the same thing for other numbers, and then you do the average of all these numbers. That is MSE. And do the same thing for ES. Okay, so you start from here, equal actual number minus predicted number, square it, and then do the same thing for other numbers. After that, do the average. Okay. So this is MSE. Last one is MAPE. Okay. So the way you do MAPE is that. So let's do MA first. You use AB. MPD. You use ABS. Do the actual number minus predicted number, and then divided by actual number. Okay. And then closing bracket here, closing bracket here. So, okay, so you do this, and then copy down the formula. After that, you do the average. Average of this percentage. That is MAPE. So do the same thing for ES, equal ABS. Another bracket. Actual number minus predicted number. Divide actual number. Closing bracket. And then copy down the formula. I got 0 because I need to increase the decimal places. Increase number of decimal places. And then convert to percentage. And then you do the average of this number. So that is MAPE. So based on MAD criteria, you would choose the smaller number. So this one is smaller number based on MAD criteria. If based on MSE criteria, you also chose this MA method. For MAPE, so this one is a better method. Overall, MA is a better method than exponential smoothing in this question, in this data set. Okay. So let me check. You have any questions? Any questions? I'm checking the message. Okay. So next question, question 2. Using MAD, found the best number of moving average periods and the best smoothing constant for exponential smoothing. For question 2, you need to go to the next worksheet, okay, and work out for different moving average. So let's do 2-period moving average. Because we already did it on hand, this time I'm going to use data analysis to do it. So quick cell D8, go to data analysis, moving average, click OK button, input range from C6 to C30, labels in first row, interval typing 2 moving average, output, I want output in cell D8, output in cell D8, click OK button. Okay, so that is that one. I will move this one. Do the same thing for 3-period moving average. Okay, so for 3-period moving average, you need to put the result. Let me see. This is 2 moving. 3-period, you put the result. Okay. Quick cell E9, put the result here. And then you go to data analysis, moving average. This time you want to do the 3-period moving average. The result you want to put in cell E9. Want to put the result E9 and click OK button. Let me see. I should put the result in E8, not E9. Okay, so I'm going to undo it. So I want to put the result in E8, okay, not E9. So go to data analysis, moving average. So E8, not E9. Okay, button. So this time looks fine. Okay, E8. Okay. Now delete this number. So next one, 4-period moving average. 4-period moving average. So data moving average, 4 moving average. And then output, I want to put in F8. Okay, so this is 4 moving average. Okay, and delete the last number. So after that, I need to compute MAD. Okay, so first compute MAD for 2-period moving average. Remember what is MAD? Equal to absolute ABS. So actual number minus predicted number, and then use the fill handle to copy down. After that, do the average of all these numbers. That is MAD. Now do the MAD for 3-period moving average. Okay. So 3-period, do here, starting from here, equal ABS, absolute value of actual number minus predicted number. Okay. And then copy down the formula. Lastly, do the average of all these numbers. So next, do the MAD for 4-period MA. So equal ABS. Actual number minus predicted number. Then use fill handle to copy down. After that, do the average of these numbers. Okay, so based on MAD criteria, can some building comment which method you should use? 2-period, 3-period, or 4-period, which one you would use? Anyone? You should use 4-period moving average because it produces the smallest MAD. Okay, smallest MAD. So this is for moving average. Similarly, you can do exponential smoothing to find the best alpha. Which alpha can give you the smallest MAD? Okay. So it is this part here. So first, we are going to estimate. Okay. So click this one cell Q7. Is this 7? Yeah, Q7. And then go to data analysis. This time we are using exponential smoothing. Exponential smoothing. Okay. Data range C6 to C20, that's fine. Dumpling factor 0.8. Dumpling factor equal to 1 minus alpha. Alpha 0.2 here. Output range, I want to put output Q7. And click OK button. So this is exponential smoothing in alpha 0.2. Do the same thing when alpha 0.3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so just repeat yourself a couple of times, exponential smoothing. So this time, alpha equal to 0.3, dumping factor 0.7. Output, I want to put in R7. Okay. So next time, data analysis, exponential smoothing. So keep on going. This time, dumping factor is 0.6. Output, I want to put in S7. S7. Click OK button. Okay, so just repeat yourself. Smoothing, dumpling factor 0.5, S then T. Output T7. The next time, dumpling factor 0.4. Output U7. U7. Then keep on going. Dumpling factor 0.3. Output V7. Okay, we did all exponential smoothing. Next, we calculate MAD MAD. Okay, so first we calculate ABS absolute value between the actual value and predicted value. Okay. Now I want to use mixed cell reference because I want to copy formula. So I will add $ before P. Okay. And then I copy to the right and I copy down. Okay, I got all the numbers. Okay. So after that, do the average. Okay, do the average. So quick cell W5, W6 equal average. I want to average all of this. Because I want to copy formula later on, so I need to change, add $sign before 8, add $sign before 30, so that I can copy to the right of the formula. Okay. So now, based on MAD criteria, which dumpling factor would you choose? Anyone want to comment? I would choose dumpling factor alpha 0.4 because this number gives you the smallest MAD. Okay, this number will give you the smallest MAD. Any questions? Right. So next question. Question 3. Create a chart, plot the actual data. Okay, to see if other method may be suitable. And also question 4. Add data new chips to the plot. Maybe I will combine question 3, question 4 together. So where do I put the chart? Maybe, you know, maybe here, put the chart result. So just select the new chip from B6 to C30, and then insert line chart, and you get this line chart. Okay, you can put the maybe here. So that looks like this chart is has patterns. You can also use. So far, we used moving average and exponential smoothing. Based on this chart, we can also use regression analysis. So this is the topic we are going to turn to complete ABCD in question 4. Okay. So now go to the next worksheet. Oops. Okay. So first, we are going to fill out this table. Okay. Observation. So observation is based on the chart, we can use a regression. Okay, run regression analysis. Okay, so now we are going to run regression analysis. So go to data analysis, regression. Click OK button. Input Y range, Y from C5 to C29. That's correct. And then input X is from A5 to B29. Okay. As you can see, we include the labels, output range. So where do I want to put output? Maybe J22 or 23, that's fine. I just click OK button. So this is our regression result. Okay, so based on this result, we can write down the equation. Okay, so I'm going to copy this result, and put it in the OneNote so that I can make annotation. So this is the regression analysis. Is this model significant? You look at the p-value. This p-value smaller than 0.05 alpha. So we conclude the model is significant. SIG, model is significant. Okay, so what is the model here? We have two variables. One variable is the time, okay, months, that is my x1. Okay, this is my x1. The other variable is, the mouse, is this x2, new trips. Okay, this is my x2. And then my y is demand. Okay, so you can write down equation. So this is the constant. This is a plus 535 times x1 plus 4955 times x2. That is your equation. Okay, so we did this regression analysis here. And now, over here, the time trend, using the trend function. Using the time trend function to forecast the demand in Excel. So what you do, you select data range from D6 to D29 first, and then go to formula bar, type in equal TREND trend, opening bracket, Y, you select from C6 to C29, that is your Y, then comma, X, for X. So for X, you select the time. Okay, so it's from A6 to A29, closing bracket. After that, depending on if you are using Mac or if you are using Windows. If you are Windows user, you press Control Shift Enter. I am using Mac. For Mac users, you press Command Shift Enter. So you get all the numbers. Command Shift Enter for Mac, Control Shift Enter for PC users. Okay, so this is the time trend. And for regression model, we want to use two X. One is months, the other X is new trip. So you type in again, select the data range first, E6 to E29, and then go to formula bar, type in equal TREND trend, opening bracket. Now in Y from C6 to C29, comma, X, we have two X. Select from A6 to B29, those are the X. Okay. Closing bracket. And then, if you are Mac, you press Command Shift Enter. If you are Windows user, press Control Shift Enter. Okay, I write down the notes here. You can make reference here. See, if you are Windows user, you press Control Shift Enter. If you are Mac user, Command Shift Enter. Okay, so this is this question. And now we need to calculate MAD for the time trend, calculate MAD for regression model. So first, do the time trend. So equal ABS, opening bracket, actual number in cell C6 minus forecasting number in cell D6. Press enter, and then copy down the formula. After that, do the average of all these numbers. So that is the MAD. So do the same thing for regression model, equal ABS, actual number C6 minus predicted number or forecasted number E6, and then copy down the formula. After that, do the average of all these numbers. Based on MAD criteria, maybe you want to use the regression model here. This number is smaller than 1,764. Okay. All right. So lastly, we want to predict. Okay. If you want to predict next month. Okay. So how do you predict for next month? So let's predict. So type in QuickCell D30. Okay. Type in equal trend. And X or Y is a C6 to C29. That is Y. And X is a A6, A29, A6, A29. Hold on, I got this trend, CA. And then I missed a parameter, okay? You have to comma, new X. So this 25 is new X. Okay. And then press enter. Still get this number. C20. This is C29. Okay. So this is the prediction for month 25. This is the formula. Okay. So now, if you want to make prediction, for this number here, okay, and you have to assume a number for new chip. Okay, so assume this number is 0 for new chip, and then make prediction here. So you type in equal TREND, trend. Now in Y is from C6 to C29. This is Y. Oops. My mouse not works very well. Touchpad. So this is Y. And X, this time you have 2X. So you select from A6 to B29. Okay, so this is your X. After that, you need to specify new X. So new X is from A30 to B30, closing bracket. Okay. So you get the forecast number. Okay. All right, so that's all for lab demonstrations. We have about 10 minutes left, so I'm going to take questions. I strongly suggest you do at least one question so that if you have questions, you can ask. Okay. Any questions? You all good? Can someone confirm you can hear me? You are so quiet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so quiet here. It makes me think nobody is listening. Remember, you need to practice. Thank you, Rexon. You need to practice this. How do you practice? This lecture is being recorded. I will post the recording this evening. So try to do it by yourself. If you're stuck, you can watch the recording. The only way to improve is to practice. Remember, we just did our test 1. We have our test 2. We are focused on whatever after test 1. So this lab will be on test 2. Okay, the forecasting. Any questions? Anyone, by the chance, you followed some steps. I don't expect you to follow all the steps. Did someone follow maybe just some steps? Can you say yes? Typing yes on the chat area. You follow just maybe 1 or 2 steps on your Excel. Oh, thank you. Congratulations. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Rexon. Great. Sum up. I'm going to stop recording. We still have some time. I strongly encourage you to just do some steps, okay? Just do some steps to see how it goes, okay? So I'm just going to stop recording to save some space. Stop recording.